Hi guys, it is Whitney. Welcome back to my channel. I'm in the car today. We have not been in the car for a very long time. Let me lower this. Just kidding, that's as low as it goes. Anyways, if you are new to my channel, my name is Whitney. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my top 5 favorite songs from each Taylor Swift album. I've done this video before in the past. It's so much fun. I haven't done a car video in so long. These are my favorite. Spoiler alert, oh my god. Hopefully you cannot see outside of my house. Wait, hopefully you can't see my house or my address. But if you can, come say hi. Just kidding, that's not funny. Anyways, all Taylor's albums 1 through 10. Why did I get an accent? Oh my god, there's a dog, it's running. Oh, there's the owner, yeah, we're good. All of Taylor's albums 1 through 10, Taylor Swift, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, Reputation, Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights. I'm gonna tell you my top 5 from each of those albums. Obviously first, oh also, disclaimer, this is my opinion. This does not reflect any other Swiftie's opinion. This is my opinion. We can respect everyone's opinion here, and yes. Let me know your guys' top 5 from each album, or just give me your top 3 or give me your favorite from each album. Don't think of this as homework, think of this as a fun little game for me to judge you. I think my favorite song from Taylor Swift has to be Tim McGraw. Oh, is this kind of loud? Yeah, that's way better. I think my favorite song from Taylor Swift has to be Tim McGraw. I think the lyrics are so cute. I just love it so much.
When you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me.
I can head. Oh my god, I thought I saw someone in my back window. Did you guys see that? Okay, number 2, obviously the iconic Teardrops on My Guitar. Not the pop version though. Okay, that's very important.
I laugh cause it's just so funny. So I drive home alone as I turn out the light. I'll put his picture down and maybe get some sleep tonight.
Number 3 is obviously the track 5 of Taylor Swift, Cold As You. If this is not in your top 5.
Just one good away. No use defending words that you will never say.
Next is Tied Together With A Smile. The saddest, most underrated song on debut, probably. This part's so heartbreaking.
That you cry, but you don't tell anyone. You try to get with a smile, but you're coming undone.
She sang this the night after my concert. She sang this in Seattle night too. Okay, and finally on Taylor Swift, obviously, Let's Say It Together. 3, 2, 1. Mary's song. Act normal, there's a car. Oh, they were going slow.
Take me back when our world was one block wide. I dared you to kiss me and ran when you tried. Just 2 kids, you and I.
Okay, moving on to Taylor's second album, Fearless. Obviously. My favorite song on Fearless, one of my favorite songs on Fearless. I'm not gonna say like my absolute favorite, but it has to be up there. Fearless. Okay, maybe this is my favorite song on Fearless. Oh, I love this song so much, and I'm so glad that it's on the Eras Tour set list.
And you know I wanna ask you to dance right there in the middle of the parking lot. Yeah.
Next is 15. Literally the first 2 songs on Fearless. Now, this was my childhood song. This has to be like the first song I remember ever hearing, aside from Love Story, but 15 is my literal childhood.
You take a deep breath and you walk through the doors. It's the morning of your very first day.
Literally had a YouTube channel in 9th grade. That's crazy. Like, you guys knew me when I was a freshman in high school. Is that not crazy? No? Okay. Next, the track 5 of Fearless, White Horse. I heard this song live, so don't be jealous. Vegas Night too. I love how she changed the lyrics in the bridge to, originally it was I'm not a princess, this ain't a fairy tale, and then she changed it to I'm not a princess, this ain't our fairy tale. Oh, spoiler alert again, part 2 right here.
Cause I'm not a princess,
I'm not your princess, this ain't
a fairy tale.
I'm gonna find someone someday who might actually treat me well. Next is The Best Day. The Best Day means everything in the whole wide world to me. It's so me coded, and relate to every single lyric in it. I remember being 5 years old hearing this and I was like, oh my god, that's me, because she says in the first, I'm 5 years old, it's getting cold, I've got my big coat on.
I'm 5 years old, it's getting cold, I've got a big coat on. Don't know how long it's gonna take.
Don't know how long it's going to take to feel okay. But I know I had the best day with you today. And last on Fearless.
And I feel perfectly fine, but I miss dreaming and kissing.
Okay, moving on to Speak Now. Speak Now was actually really hard to only choose 5 off of, so I have 6. Okay, but one of them's just gonna be an honorable mention. My number 1 off Speak Now probably will always be Long Live.
We will be remembered.
I love it so much! Moving on to the second song, which is actually a vault song. If you haven't given it a listen, I highly recommend it. And I couldn't recommend it more.
Down the block there's an antique shop, and something in my head said stop, so I walked in.
You know when you have like a specific part in a Taylor song that you love, like the way that she sings it? For me, it's when she says, and the date on the back said 1958 in the second verse. Listen.
Holding hands on the way to a dance, and the date on the back said 1958.
Third on Speak Now is, it has to be Sparks Fly. Obviously, just probably most iconic on Speak Now. Number 4 is Last Kiss.
Your name, forever the name on my lips.
Number 5 on Speak Now is Never Go. So heartbreaking.
Gonna be gone.
I just realized everything I have is something.
So here I am, it's so much colder than I thought it would be, so I tucked myself in and turned the nightlight on.
Honorable mention of Speak Now, because that was 5, but I have to put a little honorable mention appreciation for Castles Crumbling. So underrated.
And you don't want to know me, I will just let you know.
You don't want to know me, I will just let you down.
You don't wanna know me.
Next, moving on to Red. Red. First song that comes to my mind when I think of Red is obviously All Too Well 10-minute version.
But then he watched me walk to the front door all night, willing you to come, and he said it's supposed to be fun. Turning 21.
That was my brother. Second on Red has to be State of Grace. The beginning. Number 2 is Treacherous.
Put your lips close to mine,
Listen.
as long as they don't touch.
Okay, put your lips close to mine as long as they don't touch.
Out of focus, eye to eye, till the gravity's too much.
Put your lips close to mine as long as they don't touch, okay? So they're like close. Out of focus, eye to eye, because when you're so close to someone, you know, you can't really see. You're like, can't really see my hand that well. I'm out of focus, but we're still eye to eye.
This love is treacherous.
Number 4 is Begin Again. Just one of my favorites on Red. So beautiful. I remember illegally downloading this in like 3rd grade, like the whole Red album. I illegally downloaded it. Should I say that? Because I didn't have Spotify. Was Spotify a thing in 2012?
I walked in expecting you'd be late, but you got here early and you stand and wave. I walked to you.
This one was hard to pick. I was picking between 2 songs, and I ultimately chose Nothing New.
I've had too much to drink tonight, and we still want me when I'm nothing new.
Moving on to 1989. This one should not come as a surprise to anyone. My number 1 song in 1989 is Clean.
When the flowers that we'd grown together died of thirst.
Okay, number 2 is a vault track on 1989, Now That We Don't Talk. And you know, I just love a good ex-friend song.
Now that we don't talk.
Number 3 is You Are In Love. Cutest love song of all time.
Silence. You
number 4, this song grew on me so much. This was actually my least favorite 1989 vault track.
You had people who called you on unmarked numbers in my peripheral vision.
And finally, this actually should come as no surprise. Actually, it might be a surprise. I have to go with Blank Space.
I can show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven, sins. I can make the bad guys good for a weekend.
That is it for 1989. Moving on to My Little Baby, My Little Me, My Little Baby, Reputation. Okay, number 1 is Don't Blame Me. This is probably my favorite song on Reputation.
Darkest little paradise shaken, chasing, I just can't.
Number 2, of course, has to be This Is Why We Can't Nice Things. You guys have heard me say it. You've heard everyone say it, I'm sure.
It was so nice throwing big parties, jumping into the pool from the balcony.
And this was my surprise song in Seattle. Taylor actually sang it for me. Like, a part of me believes that she did actually sing it for me. Cause like, what are the chances? My shirt for the repertoire said number 1, This Is Why We Can't Nice Things stand. Like, it was that serious. I'm so sorry, my battery died. Changed it, we're back. I think that was my sign to move on to my next song, which is Ready For It. I remember when Ready For It came out and I was like, this is about to be the it album.
Younger than my exes, but he acted such a man, so I see nothing better.
Next from Reputation has to be New Year's Day.
And I will hold on to you.
Last song on Rep is Dress.
Our secret moments in a crowded room. They got no idea about me and you.
Moving on to Lover. My favorite song on Lover is, and probably will always be, The Archer. I actually have a tattoo for The Archer.
Easy they come, easy they go. I jump from the train, I ride off alone. I never grew up, it's getting so old.
Okay, my second favorite song on Lover is just the album title track, Lover. I just love a good love song.
With every guitar string scar on my head, I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover.
Okay, number 3, which was not initially on Lover.
When you think of all the late nights, lame fights over the phone.
I can't believe that she hid this song for
Wake up
us
in the morning
for
with someone feeling
like
alone.
4 years. And number 4 is Daylight. Daylight. I think False God is gonna be the last one on my top 5.
We're all crazy to think that this could work. Remember how I said I'd die for you.
And for the honorable mention, it's gonna have to be I Think He Knows. Again, with those satisfying moments that itch the scratch in my brain, that scratch the itch in my brain.
Knows his footprints
Itch
on
the
the
scratch?
sidewalk.
Scratch the
Lead to
itch.
where I can't stop. Go there every
That
night.
scratch the itch in my brain. Right here.
He gets that boyish look that I like in a man.
I'm an neck, I told him drawing up the plans.
He's so obsessed with me and boy I understand. Boy I understand. He got my heart beating.
Okay, moving on to my favorite album of all time, Folklore. The best album of all time. And obviously, my number 1 song of all time is Mirror Ball. Mirror Ball.
I'll show you every version of yourself tonight.
Going along with that same thing is This Is Me Trying. And my words shoot to kill when I'm mad. I have a lot of regrets. This part, I was so ahead of the curve. The curve became a sphere. But behind on my classmates, never ended up here.
Pouring out my heart to a stranger, but I didn't pour the whiskey.
Mirror Ball and This Is Me Trying are like this. I like can't cross my fingers. Is that weird? Mirror Ball and This Is Me Trying are like this. Ew, that feels weird. Mirror Ball and This Is Me Trying are like this. And a very close third is My Tears Freaking Ricochet. This is my favorite track 5, as it should be, you know?
Anywhere I want, just not home. If you can leave my heart for blood, but you would still miss me.
I feel like it's so hard to choose my Folklore. Like, those are like my top 3, and then everything else is just like tied. So I have quite a few honorable mentions, but number 4 has to be Cardigan.
Vintage tea, brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestone. But I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all of my what ifs. The smell of smoke would hang around this long, 'cause I knew everything when I was young.
That has to be my favorite of the love triangle. It has to. I don't know. I always go back and forth. I always go back and forth. Okay, number 5 on my list has to be August. Like, you don't get August like I do.
What I can see is lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time.
Obviously, if I'm including August, the honorable mention has to be Betty. This is obviously from James' point of view. Hey James, love the song.
Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched your homeroom, but I think it's 'cause of me.
I have a couple honorable mentions, okay? Another honorable mention is the freaking one.
But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Ooh. You meet some woman on the internet and take her home.
I always sing it like that now. Okay, next honorable mention is Invisible String. I heard this live. This was one of the very few shows that I got to hear Invisible String live.
You used to work to make a little money.
I have like 3 more honorable mentions. Just stick around, okay? It's okay. Next is Last Great American Dynasty. This is Allie, my little sister's favorite song ever.
That holiday house.
It's gotten so much darker since I started filming. Okay, next is Exile. Oh my god, I was rewatching You the other day, like the TV series You the other day, and I forgot that this is at the very end of season 3, at the very last episode, and oh my god.
And it took you 5 whole minutes to pack us up and leave me with it.
Okay, and lastly for Folklore, my last honorable mention has to be Mad Woman. Mad Woman, I fell in love with in the past couple months, I would say. It used to be like my least favorite on Folklore.
And women like hunting witches too, doing your dirtiest work for you. It's obvious that wanting me dead has really brought you two together.
Those are all my Folklore ones. I also could give a quick little honorable mention to Hoax and Peace and the Lakes and Epiphany. I give an honorable mention to those as well, so I will. Okay, moving on to Evermore. My number 1 song on Evermore has to be track 5, Tolerated. This song is so good.
I sit and watch you reading with your pillow.
Number 2, Cowboy Like Me.
And the tennis court was covered up with some tan-like thing.
I also got to hear this song live, which was at the like very top of my list for the songs that I wanted to hear on Evermore. Life-changing moment. Number 3 is Ivy. Ivy, because how beautiful.
Cause want to know, I meet you where the spirit meets the bones, in a faith forgotten land.
Every single lyric. The old widow goes to the stone every day, but I don't. I just sit here and wait, grieving for the living. I feel so passionate about that song. Okay, number 4 is album title, Evermore.
I swear you were there.
Okay, last for my top 5 on Evermore has to be Champagne Problems. It was actually like kind of a tie with Right Where You Left Me. That can be my honorable mention.
Because I dropped your hand while dancing, left you out there standing, dust falling on the land in Champagne Problems.
Oh, he's coming. Why is he coming to my car? Okay, he left. Moving on to Midnights, the final album. Okay, I have to say my number 1 song on Midnights is obviously You're On Your Own, Kid. One of my favorite songs of all time.
I wait patiently, he's gonna notice me. It's okay, we're the best of friends.
Love that song so much. Number 2, I think has to be Mastermind. I think it's so underrated. Like, no one talks about it. Cause I'm a mastermind. Just listen.
No one wanted to play with me as a little kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal ever since, to make
my god, it's raining. Okay. Okay, number 3 has to be The Great War.
My knuckles were bruised like violets. Sucker punching walls, cursed you as I sleep talk.
This part.
We can plant a memory garden. Say a solemn prayer, place a poppy in my hair. There's no morning glory, it was war, it wasn't fair.
Okay, number 4. This is gonna be an unpopular opinion, okay? But it is truly one of my favorites on Midnights, Dear Reader. I love the bridge of this song so much.
So I wander through these nights, I prefer hiding in plain sight. My 4th drink in my hand, these desperate prayers of a cursed man.
Okay, I have 3 for like the last, and actually that's kind of ironic because it's track 1, 2, and 3, not even joking. Lavender Haze, okay? Lavender Haze. Track 2, Maroon, duh, obviously. This is obviously, duh. And finally, oh wait, not actually, okay, I have one more after this, okay? But okay, track 3, Antihero. I think it's underrated.
It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
And finally, for Midnights, Till Dawn edition.
And I felt you when I held you for a while. That I can still melt your world.
It is so dark from the time that I started filming this. This took a total of about 2 hours. That means that it is time for me to go. You know when it's time to go. I want to honk this horn. Anyways, that's my sign that I need to go inside. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you want, comment down below your top 5 songs on each album, or top 1 if you don't want to do all 5. Do we have any of the same? Let me know. I love you guys so much. Follow all my social medias below and subscribe here if you are not annoyed with me already. And I will see you next week with a new video.